victory.
Happy Easter to all who celebrate. I'm filming this on Easter. I'm not sure if this video is going to come out on Easter. It's probably going to be the Ultron video that's going to come out. But maybe if I get off my lazy ass, I can do two today. Maybe. So because my parents love me so much, they got me this McFarlane Toys 30th anniversary Spawn and Todd McFarlane 2-pack. Which is very nice of them because I really like Todd McFarlane. He's one of my favorite comic book artists ever. Don't care for his toys though, a lot of the time. I really liked Blue Beetle. Dr. Fate kind of sucked. That one Batman kind of sucked. The animated series figures are really hit or miss. I don't talk about them too often because I just don't own a lot of them. And if we're being a little bit honest, I'm kind of a little bit happy that the license is going back to Mattel. But, you know, I've heard that when he does Spawn stuff, especially for the toy line, he does fantastic. So, let's go here. He's coming in a box that is definitely killing the planet. It appears that McFarlane has way more accessories than Spawn does. I love the Spawn logo. Even though the comic is like really serious, I always appreciated how cartoony the logo is. It reminds me of Bone. You guys remember Bone? I miss Bone. There's this gold thing up here that says 30 years McFarlane Toys. Does that mean this is gold label? I don't know. I don't know McFarlane. It was on a Spawn figure. Didn't think it'd be this one to be my first one, but you know what? I like it. Spin it around. Oh, there's his face. You know, my uncle met that guy once. Original drawing from 1977. That was when my mom was born, I think. Maybe he was supposed to be blue at some point. I think that's probably just comic book shading. What a pretty face. He has a quote on the back. I should probably read it. When I first created Spawn as a kid, it was more of a sci-fi story. To me, sci-fi means space. Space is cold, cold is blue. Many years later, when I pulled out my portfolio, I decided to make Spawn from the pit of hell. Hell isn't hot, so I played around with the colors and ended up with the Spawn you see today. Felt like I was reading the Bendy archive. If you guys know what that is, I love Bendy so much. If I can find a way to connect anything back to Bendy, I'm gonna do it. Okay, this box hurts to touch because of these on the side, so I'm just gonna open these off screen. Oh, this is so dumb. Comes with a card. That's nice. I definitely didn't bend it on accident. Oh, I love taping things. Oh, what a strange thing this is. You know what? I appreciate it. To me, sorry, ball cap. He looks less like Todd McFarlane and more like that one dude from Modern Family, or that one dude who played the Nazi in Key and Peele. That's the same actor, right? He also comes with a stand. Both of them have stands. They're the same stand. I'm probably not going to go over it again. Okay, McFarlane, you go over there and make those weird, like, buildable, like, non-Ninja Turtles, Five Nights at Freddy's figures. He's got alternate hands, which is very nice, because I've never really seen them do that before. He has one peace hand, I'm assuming, so you can have him pretend to take pictures with your action figures. He has one kind of like sprayed open relax hand. He has a fist, so he can punch Rob Liefeld in the face, or Marvel. Focus, camera, come on. There we go. So he can punch Rob Liefeld in the face, and he comes with, oh no, I dropped it. And he comes with a hand holding a pen. Can you remove the pen? I think that's glued in. No, you don't. You can't remove the pen. He comes with a microphone. I'm assuming because conventions. He has a convention thing going on. He has a microphone because I'm assuming he's got like a convention thing going on with his design. And he comes with a notepad with the original Spawn on it, which that's nice. Word of warning, I think a little bit of the print came off on the tape, so if you do end up finding this, be careful with that. I'm also just really happy they included that, because that's such a fun thing to do for pictures. Also, I noticed in the drawing, his left arm is just going behind his back. That's not a natural pose. I'm just assuming he was drawing and it just ended up like that. That happens to me all the time. I draw. McFarlane has one more accessory, or two, I guess. He comes with feet.
Bow, ski, I want pics of feet, I do. The bitch in my room, point my me.
Oh, the dogs are barking. He has articulated toes. I don't think you quite understand how crazy that is. The grippers move. That's crazy. Now, before we move on to the other action figure that comes in the box, time for articulation. There's a ball joint at the head, and I believe there's a hinge joint in there somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how it works. There's a universal joint at the shoulder, but it's also connected to a ball joint, which allows for some okay butterfly joints. It can go out that far, it can go in that far, it can do a full 360. There's a pretty seamless rotation at the bicep, double bend at the elbow, and it can do that, and it can spin, and this can also spin. There's a ball joint here and a ball joint here, which means he can kind of get nav crunch going, and he can kind of get an arcing back going. And we can spin him around. He can kick that high, which is not that much. He can go back that high, which is not that much. And he can go out quite a good bit. There's no calf rotation conventionally. I mean, you can kind of get it to work, but it's not really a thing. And we can do a double bend at the knee. Very tight joints. And his feet can go up, down, they can spin, they can tilt, they can do whatever you want. And he's got toe articulation. By the way, it's the same amount of articulation with the other shoes. The articulation is by definition pretty alright. It's just like, it's just the posability that's not amazing. Articulation and posability are very interchangeable words, but to me articulation is the amount of joint something has, the posability is the how many poses you can get it into. But to be fair, you can't really get this guy into a lot of crazy poses, but to be fair, what crazy poses are you going to be putting this guy into? This figure is probably going to stand on your shelf and just be Todd McFarlane. Maybe he's drawing a picture, maybe he has the microphone, maybe he's like posted up with another action figure for like a photo op or something. I mean, the figure is 7 inches tall. It's a very nice height, but it's also not going to be to scale with Marvel Legends if you're collecting those. But who really cares? It's a figure of Todd McFarlane. The novelty alone kind of justifies this thing's own existence. Not to mention how this thing will probably look good next to the Maximum Series Spider-Man that's coming out. If I can find one. I really want one. Technically, this is only half the package, even though he has way more accessories. His head is greasy. Why is his head greasy? It's like a waxed bald man. My god, is that a heavy cape? That is really weighing this guy down. There we go. Yeah, first things first, his head is super greasy. I don't know what that's about, but we're gonna move on. Life goes on, like that one song. Right off the bat, I absolutely adore this design for Spawn. It's so silly, it's full of that classic superhero camp, and it's so fun. I guess we're calling this first appearance Spawn, you know, to match with the other one. It's very nice. I think it looks very, very neat and very, very cool. This cape's a pain, though. He keeps falling over. Can't we use cloth capes? Didn't they just release a Spawn that is a cloth cape? Or has a cloth cape? I know words. Good. I really like how intimidating this design is, and I also appreciate the little skulls on the tufts of the boots. That's silly. I love it. No chains to be seen anywhere, but he does come with these weird, like, energy effect things. He comes out with what I'm assuming is a magicking hand, but I'm just gonna pretend it's a rock-on hand. And he comes with another grabby hand. You know what? I don't really know what's going on with these, but it looks cool. As with any McFarlane figure, the texture work is fantastic. It feels like real skin at some points, which is a little unnerving. You know what? I've never actually realized that Spawn has like a weird mouth thing going on. What are you? Okay, so I guess we're gonna do posability now and then final thoughts. Wait. What the heck? He's got that strange greasy ball joint at the head. Universal joints at the shoulder and also ball joints, so you can get a lot more range and posability than on him because it's just a lot more free. There's a really tight rotation at the bicep, double bend at the elbow, very tight. It can do this, it can do that, it can do this. He can crunch that much, he can arc that much. He can do the spin me thingy. He can kick that much, he can go back that much. There's no rotation, it can go out, and there's a nice double bend at the knees, which are always very tight. He can do all the same feat stuff as McFarlane, and he's got toes! Oh my gosh, Marvel Legends collectors, look, it's got toes. Well, do you need this set? No, people don't generally need toys. But this still is a really fun set, and is a pretty big part of comic book history, if you do ask me. I love Spawn, I love Todd McFarlane, and I feel like that this was just kind of like a must-have for me. My mom and dad are awesome, by the way. I really appreciate this that these figures were even made. I think that the concept on its own is really funny, and the fact that they included the fun little in joke that McFarlane never wears shoes is really entertaining. So yeah, if you want a McFarlane figure or if you want a Spawn figure, then you can get this. If you want any Spawn figure, get this. If you already have a Spawn, you don't necessarily need this set. And especially if you want a more modern Spawn based off of the actual comic book and not just the concept, then go for that instead. But this is still a really fun set, and I do recommend it. It has the problems of any McFarlane action figure, as in, like, the posability isn't too great, and the plastic tolerances are a little strange, but it's still a fun time, and I would definitely recommend it. Feet.